It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
8 yards on the pickup.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 81 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 30.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
a loss of 4 yards.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
39.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the 49er 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Ball carrier. Fumble on the
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caught.
After reviewing the play.
2nd and short now following the fumble. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now? Oh, no.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Is good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
35 yards that time on the punt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A gain of 4.
2nd and 6. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 10 yards out, and the Cards continue to pour it on. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a dump off here complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his open man, it's Carr. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Barrett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think
this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And he's able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
brings up 2nd and
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
the tackle made at the...
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 25-yard. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
A gain of 16.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He'll air this one out from mid. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
49ers.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike,
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
To number 30.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down, San Francisco.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Number 19.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Gets past one man. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And